business was probably under a different circumstance than a lot of people. It wasn't something I necessarily wanted to do, probably what you would call a necessity entrepreneur. I was actually in a physically abusive marriage. I got a divorce. I was homeless, and I needed a job. Basically, is what it amounted to. I was already weak. I already led the lifestyle as far as fitness is concerned. I had already been an athlete in fitness shows, bodybuilding shows. I've competed on a national level. So that's something that I was already good at. And since I needed a job and I needed some money, it just made sense to do that. And I originally was from Kansas, so I moved here to get married in Memphis. And obviously, when I was here, I didn't have a job. I didn't know where anything was. I didn't know any people. So basically, I just started a business from there, and that's pretty much how I got started.
Thank you again, Definitely more. You guys for being here. Hopefully I can offer some insight and not bore you too much. I got into entrepreneurship. Basically, I grew up in a family business. My grandmother was a caterer here. You see her image right there. 1973, she started her business here. She was chef at the Hunt Polo Club. It's a very prestigious club here in the city of Memphis. And 73, she just went out on the limb and started her own catering business, which was kind of it worked out because she had the reputation in the club, she had clientele from the club, and pretty much throughout my life, her life, the generation of families, we were able to just sustain in the food industry, food service industry. And I graduated from Morehouse College, and they were pushing us towards, in the business department, corporate finance going down, because that's basically where a lot of their money comes from. You go to be a banking investment on Wall Street. They want to get their top tier students. Of course, Morehouse is a school. In order for schools to survive, they need money. You got big time investment bankers prior to the crash. You got lunches with Warren Buffett, things like that they were offering. So that's how money is raised in colleges, and they were pushing us towards banking, investment, and finance. I chose entrepreneurship because I grew up in that lifestyle. I'm playing basketball at White Station. I'm with my friends. You get a phone call, or at that time you get a beeper and say you need to go to Kroger. I need to get some mint jelly for my lamb. And it's like right now. It's like I don't care about your fun. You got to do that because that's how that was instilled in me. Just customer service first, be about quality and excellence in food service. And essentially, I just came back to Memphis and graduated in '03. Came back to Memphis in '04. And my grandmother passed my freshman year, so I'm in school, and my aunt, she was my biological aunt. She raised me as her son, so I lived with her and my cousins my whole life. My mother and father, they were around and not necessarily raising me. They were my grandmother, my aunt was. So I came back to Memphis and kind of, okay, we've been in business for decades. There's something we can do here. Went to Morehouse, took entrepreneurship as an elective, and that was really just to see if my mind was right. As they alluded to as the post had read, the things about entrepreneurship, you need to understand this is a lifestyle. This is not like you're not just doing this as an objective part of your life. It is you. You are it. Everything about that. When you sleep, the business sleeps until you get to a point where it's operating on its own accord. But for the most part, at this junction in my life, it's me. It's everything. You're just not just waking up and I'm a business owner. No. It is a way of life, of living, health, eating. The whole nine is involved with it, and you need to really understand that. That's what I took the entrepreneurship class for. Just to make sure my mind was right. It wasn't even a matter of getting anything out of it because essentially it was, you're just really reinforcing what you already know in that particular type of setting. So fast forward from that point, come back to Memphis, get involved in the family business. I'm ready to take things to another level. No. Not happening. I'm dealing with a family business that, I need to earn my stripes. You're book smart, not necessarily experience smart. And I had to kind of, fall back and learn the whole ropes all over again. And it was kind of disturbing, but at the same time challenging, and it brought me to the point where I ended up starting my own business based upon the success of the catering business. And those are the product lines that you see there. I started off with one product. It was a chicken seasoning. It was based on the popular item. Everyone loved my grandmother's chicken, right here at FM100. Used to be FM100 at this at WMC. My aunt was in communications there. And, everyone used to be very about my grandmother's chicken. Okay, one of our biggest clients, he used to be a very big cotton distributor here locally. We used to do lunches for him, and he would fly in his, business partners, ambassadors from other countries. They want soul food, or good, not necessarily soul food, but a good southern meal. They wanted fried chicken. She would provide their chicken. So it's like, okay, we got a good product. Let's go ahead and follow this package and see what we can do and put on the market. Started out with one product. I was in my car driving around with Easy Way, Piggly Wiggly, cold calling. They gave me a shot, called Kroger. Take 2 years to get in the stores. Got no stores with 2 products. They told me to get 4 products in order to even introduce myself to them because of the nature of the business. You got to have multiple product offerings, or you will get lost on the shelf. Or at least that's what they tell me. I tend to believe that's not the case, but we just focus on that, and then I got various other items I've developed as well to try to diversify the product line, and here we are. So,
Okay. My next question is, what is a major business tool you've learned as a business owner you knew very little about before? And you can start it.
A business tool.
Yeah, business tool. For instance, anything financial, business tools that you had to learn.
Oh, well.
Definitely, you just said business negotiations.
Well, yeah, but just being in that
That you would
environment.
like to share that.
Yeah. Essentially, like you learn, like you gotta have funding. So you go to, I went to the Business Renaissance Center down on Beale Street. You got the first $5,000. This is before the market crash. So they were kind of giving away money still. And instead of going into real estate like my friends were doing and just trying to flip money and get business credit lines, pretty much things kind of help to kind of destroy the economy a little bit. I decided to start a business, so went to the Renaissance Center. I kind of grew up in negotiations and just, when you're dealing with business, you gotta look people in the eye, you gotta let them know, you gotta be straight up, like don't give them the fluff. Yeah, it's good to do a dog and pony show, this is a marketing term, but when you're doing your thing, you gotta be straight up with people and kind of just bring it from the heart. Know your business, know your numbers, but then come to them direct, because everyone has something great. Nothing is really superior than the next product. It's a matter of what you're selling and buying you and people buying you and selling you. So in terms of tools, yeah, you go to your banks, go to SBA, go to those various places, but the tool is within. Make sure you're on point with your game, make sure you're on point with your product, your service, and then you go out there and execute and be very deliberate with your actions, and you can succeed. So necessarily the tool, various ways, tools, so to speak, but for the most part, financing tools, internet resources, things like that, they're all at your disposal, but it's on you kind of working around your plan and make sure you're doing the best you can for yourself and business and your outcomes.
What about you, Mrs. Smith?
I'm not sure. Tool-wise, I would say that I used a lot of free marketing. Business cards are essential, but at the time, you could put up your little flyers at the different, of course, a lot of groceries, I can't do that now, but you can put it at the bookstore or the grocery store. I guess because I'm coming from a perspective where I had absolutely no money, so I had to learn to do things that were free. I used a lot of TV publicity. You can write your own, stories, and if you can write a story well and it's marketable, it's something that you're helping, because I'm in a helping profession. So I helped a lot of people lose weight. I got coined the 100-pound club group here in Memphis. So I would write stories and show my before and after pictures and send them in to the different television stations and so forth, so you can get your name out there. And because once you establish a name, then you're pretty much be set in the industry as long as you're doing things professionally and helping people. And
I would like to say that these two individuals are very easy to find on Google. I typed in personal training and YvetteSmith.com came up. She has a great website, YvetteSmith.com. It went straight to her book, your ebook on Amazon. She's very accessible, just typing in personal training. Mayweather Foods, very great website. Has all of their marketing. You see their catering, you see their products, and you see their catering, their products, and their recipe book. All of that is definitely on their website, and it's on their Facebook pages as well. And thank you so much for coming here and speaking. I hope you all got